speak earlier on, it sounds to me like you have everything in control. You have told the public that that building over there, that draft, is going to be used for what it used to do across the street.
That's what we're working on right now, in the Graff building.
Now, you've given us your word with all these people, the press, etc. Okay? I can go along with everything you said, but there's one thing that still digs in my mind that makes me not think that these people are just crybabies and whining. Okay? About 6 or 7 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago, we went out of our way with Brian Higgins to get the money from Millennium Parkway. And you got the money from Millennium Parkway. And we're 7 years later, and nothing has been done, right? Nothing's been done. Except a lot of money has been spent. People knew it, okay? So I can go along with this if you will keep your word that we're going to have our 77 people back, and they're going to be a proper.
Mr. Duff, I appreciate your passion. I always have appreciated your passion. And as you know, I started in the role of county exec 4.5 years or so ago, and I think we've worked well together. So I always have appreciated your passion. I want to be absolutely specific as it relates to the Graff building, because I don't want people putting words in my mouth at any time. I know that's not what you intended. The Graff building has been gutted. And it's been gutted right down to, in most cases, the steel. I used to call them 2x4s, and you've got studs. Thank you. I had an expert right here beside me. Right down to the steel studs in most areas, and the drop ceiling's been taken out, virtually all the carpet, all those sorts of things. Right now, I'm working with the owners of that to determine whether or not it's in their best interest long term to have it rebuilt specifically for county offices, and whether it's in the best interest of the taxpayers of Chautauqua County to have it rebuilt specifically for county office buildings, which most certainly will require a long-term lease for them to do that. So that's the part with regard to the Graff building. And that I used to know the statistic about how many people we're going to repopulate the Graff building. We will have at least as many workers, from my analysis right now, in the Graff building as there were there before. So again, if the building is rebuilt for use of the county, now the thing that's not standing over there anymore is the Liberty building. And I can't tell you exactly in that building either exactly how many people work in the Liberty building, but the reality that we have right now is my job is to make sure to the best of our ability services are delivered to live up to not only our obligation with regard to the program themselves, but my obligation to make sure that the people that I'm charged with representing have access to service. And I cannot tell you, and I will not promise, that there's going to be another building that looks like the Liberty building or anything else comparable to the Liberty building, built specifically to deliver Department of Social Services in the city of Dunkirk. And why is that? My job, as I just described, was to make sure that the taxpayers of Chautauqua County are represented so that the decisions are made that are most cost-effective currently and long-term as regards cost. Secondly, that we make sure that we live up to our obligations under the terms of the programs we have a legal obligation to deliver on behalf of the state and the federal government, but particularly with regard to Medicaid. And thirdly, that they're done in such a way that it can be done as efficiently as they possibly can. Now, I can tell you, as an absolute fact, that I am not going to propose that we build a replica of the Liberty Square building on that piece of property in Dunkirk, because that does not fit any of those criteria. What I'm looking to do here is make sure that we do it cost-effectively, efficiently, and right now, the statistics, the numbers are irrefutable. We've reduced the backlog, which is a delay in delivery of services to people dramatically. We have been delivering the services in the city of Dunkirk 5 days a week. And we have been moving out into the communities where people live, so those that don't have vehicles, that certainly wouldn't have internet, and they may not have telephone access, but we're actually out there in the communities so that folks can access the services in the communities where they live. Now, is this a process that's being refined? Yes. Is this a process that we're trying to improve access and improve convenience and decrease costs for the taxpayers? Yes, we're doing all those things. And it is by far not perfect, but then again, none of us, or nothing is, perfect in this world. But that's the status, and I appreciate your passion, Mr. Duff. We'll talk about Millennium Parkway in a minute. I'll come back to you. I'll talk just a minute.